Hello, thanks for joining me for another video beer review. Today we've got another beer from Pressure Drop. And it is, look at that can, awesome. It's called It's My Party and I Cry If I Want To. Very classic 80s song, I would assume, with that. But this is brewed with maple, coconut and chocolate, an Imperial granola stout. 10% ABV. Apparently there was a rumour going around that it actually wasn't brewed with granola. Whatever, we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, there's a couple of pussies here. One of their birthdays, I guess. And yeah, I'm sure there's a reference to there, but I know the song in the 80s, I'm pretty sure. So the additions in this are cacao nibs, maple syrup and toasted coconut, lactose and salt. We won't go into tasting notes now, but this beer's been out a little while. When was this can? Let's have a look. Packaged on the 15th of December of 2020, best before the 15th of June of 2021. So yeah, it's been a beer that it's been on my radar for a while, and then fortunately the wonderful close friends of mine at the Little Swift in Margate picked this up recently, so it's on this week's, as you're watching this now, it'll be last week's weekly ordering form. So I was like, yeah, so I went ahead and picked 2 cans up, one for reviewing and one for just chilling. You know, so anyway, 10% ABV. Yeah, been looking forward to this one for a while. So I think there's 1 or 2 reviews out there. So after this little review, you can go and check them out. So yeah, beer in a glass, an Imperial Stout, as you'd expect, and an Imperial Pastry, double pastry stout, if you like. So yeah, jet black in the glass. It didn't really pour much of a head. Half a finger of just you know, lightly khaki coloured head. Into the light, jet black. There's no light coming through that at all. So very, very dark, roasty, toasty looking beer. Let's get an aroma. Wow, okay. Real kind of nice dark baker's chocolate, sweet vanilla pods. A hint of coconut, but not crazy on the aroma. I mean, this beer is at room temperature, so if you put this in the fridge for a while and then drunk it straight away, you might not get that on the aroma. Yeah, definitely getting down cacao nibs, you know, on the aroma. Smells really, yeah, like nice roasty, toasty malts. The more I'm smelling it, and the more the beer's breathing, I'm getting more coconut wafting up the nostrils. Yeah. Slightly sweet, but not overly on the nose. Smells very good. Yeah, smells very good actually. So let's give it a taste and see what flavours we get. Cheers. Okay, now I said about the coconut on the aroma, it's not crazy for me, but on the taste, oh my god, on the taste, it's the first thing that hits you, or my palate at least. It's definitely forward coconut. Oh, damn. Wow. That's one of the key tastes, is coconut. Everything else falls in behind in order, the way it should be for a coconut beer. Oh, there's so many coconut beers out there that do not hit the mark when it comes to coconut. For me, this is hitting it. It's been a long time since I've had... I'm not going to mention the brewery, but you'll know the brewery, Death by Coconut. Just do a Google search. You know the brewery I'm on about. But But I haven't had that beer for quite a few years. But this is probably one of the best coconut beers I've had in a long time, probably since that beer. There's no hint of the ABV. It's easy drinking. It's leaving a nice little, you know, residual lacing. There's a little bit of alcohol legs on. We give it a swirl, and you'll see what I'm on about. There we go. A little bit of alcohol legs, 10% ABV. You're not, you're not picking up on the taste, on the aroma. It's cracking. It's absolutely amazing. Pressure Drop Brewing Company out of Tottenham in North London. Pressure Drop R. Their pale beers are very good. Their double IPAs are, you know, they're up there with the best, and some of their dark beers are just coming along now. You know, they really are. I'm so glad I got 2 cans. I was holding off buying this beer for a month or so, and then fortunately it was picked up locally. I'm actually when I poured that in, it's like almost like a slicky, oily effect on the top of the beer as drops go in. It's like a very oily. So what we're getting on the carbonation, yeah, very low key on that. The body is the upper end of a medium, getting on to low end of full body. I'd say, yeah, low end of full body. Slick, a little bit gloopy, decent kind of thickness to the body. Great beer, no hint of the ABV. Dangerous, tasty, moreish. As my good friend Raggy would say, it's a Raggy Avenue beer. And I'm going to say that because he is an awesome guy. Yeah, Raggy, if you can get one of these, mate, awesome stuff. But anyway, back to the beer. The coconut is actually residual on the palate. It lingers. That just gives you an idea of how much kind of coconut there is in this. Does it say, it just says coconut, doesn't it? Toasted coconut all day long. It really is quite the beer, quite the coconut stout that you want. That is awesome. Slightly, it's sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It says lactose, doesn't it? Yeah, lactose. Yeah, vanilla, lactose. It definitely holds that sweetness in place after the brewing process has finished and put in the can. It's holding it up as you'd expect, but I think that plays really well into the coconut sweetness as well. Not forgetting the cacao nibs that are going on in here. I wouldn't say it's particularly salty. I think that's probably minuscule for my palate at least. But an overall well-rounded beer. There's no real sharp edges to it as you wouldn't expect. It's not overly sweet. There's not one thing that's over, apart from maybe a little bit higher in the coconut aspect, which is what we want. This is what I want anyway of a coconut Imperial Stout. Maple, don't know if that plays into it. It's a very easy drinking beer for what it is. It's not overly sweet with the, as I've said, with the vanilla and the maple syrup, I don't think the cacao nibs are playing any kind of significant role in the bittering of the beer. It's just a very well balanced beer that is very easy drinking, very moreish, and I love it. That's all I'm going to say about it. So yeah, Pressure Drops, it's my party and I cry if I want to. If you haven't had this beer, go and check it out as soon as you can. By the time I put this out, it'll be middle of next week, or as you're seeing it now, probably Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know how these things go. I'm trying to get the time lag between reviewing and posting down as much as I can. Hence the 2 reviews a day. So, but yeah, what a lovely beer. Go and check out the OG of beer reviewing, Hopsine. Mr. Rob Derbyshire over at Hopzine. He reviewed this, he released it today, so go back a few videos potentially by the time you see this, and it'll be a lot shorter version but a more accurate version of what this beer is. And all round, I'm glad I've got 2 cans. Anyway, check out the Pressure Drop playlist down below, and the brewery, of course. If you're local, of course, do check out the Little Swift in Margate. They're awesome. I love them to bits. Thanks for watching. You all keep safe, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.